So Ben, do you want to give us an update of what's happened in the last 20 minutes?
Yeah, so...
Better right.
It was so hard again. Yeah, so we've obviously been in contact with Dean Stott. Obviously, a lot of this inspiration came from him in the first place. And he's just shared our story and shared our video that we shared to everybody else. He's shared it with a few people that he worked with on SAS Australia. And yeah, we've hopefully get a bit of traction that way, and hopefully people start to pick up on it and try and spread the word, which also will then help massively for the overall picture of this, which is raising awareness and money for Mindfull Aus and mental health awareness. So it's awesome news, and it really helps us pick up the spirits for the rest of the day.
Massive to get somebody of this level on board. When you kind of come up with this idea in the first place, Dean was kind of the main inspiration. And yeah, he's a bit of a legend for sharing that on Instagram, and yeah. So there's a few
people start to share it, which is nice. It's Dean just sharing that, unreal.
That's a story. Yeah, this is what it's all about. The more people talking about this event, the more people will start talking about mental health, and the more money we can raise for Mindfull Aus as well. So this is the kind of traction that we need after nearly 18 months of trying to promote this and get it off the ground. It's nice to see the reactions coming through and all the support, and you can obviously see that Ben's very happy. So what a day we've had so far. Wasn't really the best start. Going through Gold Coast, Surfers Paradise, extremely busy, so the route was a bit stop-start as we were going through a kind of major town city. So we haven't really got into that kind of flow today that we usually have in the last couple of days.
Been a different ride today than it has the other days. Gone to the luxuries of the motorway road surfaces and, you know, flowing sort of traffic. It's very much stop-start, lots of traffic lights, lots of hills. It's a bit sapping, to be honest, on the legs, just with the stopping and starting. But this is part of it, and we're expecting this and worse. So we just keep going.
So we've just arrived at the LSQD HQ. Very, very nice office. They've given us this cool space to do our phone-in interview with ABC.
Yeah, not too bad, man, not too bad. We're just actually in the LSKD offices. So just in Logan, is it Logan Home? Logan Street? That's it, mate, that's it. So we set off from Tweed Heads today, and we got caught in a lot of traffic, and obviously no longer access to the motorways, so we've just making our way through, and had to pit stop into LSKD, is one of our sponsors, so we're just in there now, mate. Thanks, man, appreciate it. Look, I'll just put you on loudspeaker there, so and Jay's here as well, the other half.
Yeah.
Hello.
Jay, how are you, man?
Very well, yourself?
Very well. I tell you what, Miles, is this a good time to do the interview? So I can hop into the studio and get it done.
Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah, we've got a bit of time, yeah, man.
Alright, awesome. I'll tell you what, give me about 3 minutes, I'll just get into the studio and then I'll call you off the landline.
Awesome. Cheers, Mr. Switching.
Awesome. Cheers, boys.
Right. Prevent it getting to that point, or even or even giving people the opportunity to understand what it is that they're going through or growing up with, and try and deal with it at an early point in time. And that's exactly what Mindfull Aus do. Mindfull Aus go into schools and into communities and provide children, teachers, parents with a toolkit and sort of understanding that they can take away and try and develop and understand what it is they're going through in these early years when mental health or the problems sort of start to happen, and then also into their teenage years. And unfortunately, as you mentioned earlier, the start of 9 Australians take their life every day. Unfortunately, those kids, one of their friends or themselves, is going to most likely suffer with some form of mental health. And if they've already got the tools there to be able to help either themselves or their friends, then it's starting to reduce that number. You should look at starting to reduce that number, and I think that's really important. And that's exactly why we went and choosing Mindfull Aus to raise money for, and we think that they're incredibly valuable to the community and also the nation of Australia.
Yeah, guys, I feel very lucky that you guys are cycling through our patch today. I'm inspired by your story. The fundraising goal is $100,000. I can tell you that when I checked this morning, you're just a touch over 40 grand at the moment. Where can our listeners find out more information about the trip and sponsor you?
Yeah, so if you head to our Instagram, Boomerang Loop AU, or our website, it's boomerangloopau.com.au. There's links to donate. There's a short film about why we're doing this, and a little bit of information about myself and Ben.
Awesome. Well, guys, I hope the weather stayed British for you. I hope it's just overcast and like middle 20s for the whole trip. I doubt it will be, but yeah, fingers crossed it is for as long as it can be.
Hopefully no rain.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck, boys.
Thank you.
Thanks ever so much.
Cheers, man. That was awesome. Really good.
Yeah.
Anything at all that I missed or you want to add?
No, it's really just the donation links, getting that out to as many people as possible. Yeah.
Honestly, mate, no, not at all, mate. That's been absolutely fantastic, mate. And honestly, I really appreciate you. Getting in touch, and it's awesome, and also great to hear a British voice as well.
Yeah, I know. You and Father between up in the radio track.
Yeah, it's
great. Thanks a lot, boys. I'll be tracking you, and I'll throw a little donation too.
Thanks so much.
Awesome, thank you.
Have a great day, mate.
Good luck, boys. Good luck.
Cheers.
I'll meet you some point down the line through Canada and Sydney, I'm sure.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Our CFO, like, he sits in all the meetings, like, he's big involved in all like what we do across every like digital planning. I mean, did you see the finance where they are?
Yeah, I said, they're in the corner.
My younger brother's in that team. He's a junior accountant there.
I see you guys are you obviously venturing out to America as well. There's a lot going on over there.
So we have a small team there with the van there, so full grassroots on the road.
That's awesome.
In San Diego, and it's really building the brand there.
That's fun as well, yeah.
What's that?
That's obviously fun. You kind of like restarting the brand somewhere else as well.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting because you go there and it's kind of like you got to make sure you don't. There's so much happening here, and then you go there and it's like rebuild from ground one, like where we're learning like what the community wants. Product. It's almost similar but still very unique and different in its own right. Like so, learning all that, going to events. Like we just went to the CrossFit Games. We're going to set up at Waterpalooza next year. Yeah. So how long are you boys stopping off here for today?
We just want to hang out and just see the space and.
Got a barbecue going on. And
Perfect. I thought so.
We're going to do Max Calories challenge, like a 20 seconds Max Calories challenge, and every
We're not
every
doing
calorie.
Where are you going to end up today?
We end up in Gympie.
Gympie,
Is that how you pronounce it? Gympie?
You're going to end up in
Gympie.
Gympie today?
Yeah.
What time are you getting on the road?
Well, we'll be getting there a little bit later, but that's fine. It's all part and parcel of what we're doing. So we wanted to come here, make sure we sort of see you guys. But we'll get there a bit later for today. And then tomorrow we'll end up in, is it Miriamvale, I think?
Miriamvale. Is that past Harvey?
Yes. It's about 290
The
tomorrow.
further around
So
we go, we start.
have you guys got a backpack and?
So we've got a support team. So Ben's parents are with us.
Yeah, massive.
So we finished our ABC interview, and we did a little walk around LSKD's HQ. They're one of our sponsors, and now we're 30 k's into being back on the road. Today has been very difficult and new challenging today.